Okay, I have one of my passengers with me. He's an international traveler from Australia, and his name is Jack. Jack was a temporary Uber driver in what year?
I would say probably like 2015, 2016.
2015. Jack has a story, gang, that he likes to share with us. Go right ahead, Jack. The floor is yours.
Yeah, shit. Well, look, I've never been on this, like, been put on the spot like this before. But, yeah, like, I think I was probably about 22, 23 years of age. Just in between jobs. And for whatever reason, thought, like, Uber was going to be, like, the answer for, like, a moment in time. Because I wasn't taking life too seriously when I was, like, in between my jobs. And, yeah, it's like an early Sunday morning. Picked up this, like, 18-year-old kid. And we were just having a yarn for like the first like 5 to 10 minutes. We pulled down this back street, and anyway, he said to me, he's like, I can smell smoke. And I was like, yeah. That's fine. Like, and he's like, no. He's like, something's off here. Like, there's smoke going on. And all I thought to myself was like, man, like, chill out. Like, you've never smelled smoke before. And he's like, nah, pull over. Like, something's going on. Anyway, the hysteria that he was in, he just like forced me to pull over. Before we knew it, you could just sense like everyone on the street. There was like people walking around with their dogs, like people walking out the front of their houses, and like everything about it was offbeat. It was like something's actually going down. And then all of a sudden we heard like the crackles and the pops, and we were thinking to ourselves, shit man, like there's a fire going on. Anyway, we ran down an alleyway and we came across this house, and it was one of those moments where you came across like a situation where you were so unaware that you were first persons like on the scene that we were just looking at each other like, what the fuck's going on? And we just like climbed over the fence into someone's backyard, still super confused. Like, does anyone know about this? Like, is anyone aware that there's a house burning down right now? And yeah, it's just like fully jump into action, run around the house, bang on all the windows. Everything was like locked up. We didn't know whether there was anyone inside, and we just started like hitting, like smashing windows, like belting down doors. And look, it became pretty clear to us, like, there's nobody that could have been sleeping through any of this. It just seems like they were out for the day. And straight away, like, other people started rocking up behind us. They were breaking through the back fence to try and like clear an access way. Mm-hmm. I was running around trying to find like a hose. I've never before in my life been so frantic in trying to find a hose connection, because the hose that I picked up didn't have the right connection, right? So yeah, picked up the hose eventually, because what was actually burning was the garage, and the garage was so close to the house, and it was like leaping onto the house when we'd arrived. And the pops and the crackles that were happening in this garage, it was quite clear there's like a lot of petrol in there, like a lot of diesel. And then yeah, I remember just like spraying this hose. I put out the edge of the house where it was catching onto, and I was thinking, man, alright, like if I've done that, like what else can I do? When you start spraying a garden hose into a like fully fledged fire, you are pissing into the wind. I don't know if you have that expression in France or anything. We're pissing, you are not doing a lot.
I know.
And anyway, the pops, the crackles, the bangs, everything from that, it became quite clear, like, this is kind of getting a bit dangerous. And the guy started yelling out to us, and he's like, it's not worth it, man. Like, just the smoke.
The person in the house? Or?
Nah, there was a guy at the back of the laneway.
Okay.
And, yeah, like, there was smoke bellowing, because when heat picks up like that, wind really, like, you know, tornadoes around it. Mm-hmm. I remember being like covering my face in smoke, well, covering my face because of the smoke. And I was looking at this, me and my Uber passenger, like, I was looking at him being like, bro, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, this is not worth our time. And yeah, before we knew it, like, all we could hear was sirens, like, happening.
So you guys were first responders for that one time.
First responders, and we ran, and we ran down the laneway, and yeah, next thing you know, the fire trucks were rocking up, and I remember like hanging out with these, like, the fireys for like the next 45 minutes, and then it just occurred to me, I was like, where the fuck's my Uber passenger? I'm pretty sure I'm still on a ride. I walk out, I didn't realize I'd locked my car. He was sitting on the grass in front of the car, and I see him, and I was like, bro, I was like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, it's all good, man. It's all sweet.
I had